I was going to do this off camera, but what the heck, might as well get out of there. Give it a good coat. I think I have a brush here somewhere that's usable. Yeah. And if you're wondering how I got that bend in the plywood, I cut it, just slightly etched it and bent it over just gently. And then when I glassed the backside here, when I glassed the backside here, I had it held in position. And I got some scrap. Slide over here. Ah, sticky. And then this layer here is larger and a little cover over the edges. And when I get done, I'll sand around all the edges and give it a prime. Get off there loose. And this double layer of glass will give that little spot that was broken off some edging, so it'll be able to get rid of some of the excess here. Trying to find some place to hold on to. Yeah, just lightly stroke it to get out any glossy areas. I could put another layer on, but 2 should be enough. And I've got enough epoxy left over to do something else. Maybe I'll make a clamp. There, that should hold it in place. This filler, the plastic was strong enough already, but and it's got 2 layers of glass in behind here. Now it's got 2 layers of glass on the surface, but it seemed pretty rigid already. But that glass will help when that clamp is pulling that part in there. So that should be enough, and we'll come back tomorrow. Well, it's the next day, and I have our little piece all glassed in. You can see the little part that I had made underneath there. So, and it really shows up here too. So, and then the bevel. Let me clean it up, and we'll come back on that. I'm just wasting time now. Well, it's installed. I need to get it had a push pin here. I found one that's a screw in. It wedges when the screw opens up. I'll get one of those, and then that's in. And I've got some. I think I have a way to fix this up, but that's all done, so I can go ahead and paint that now. So, well, I got my little filler here for this hole. This comes out of a Honda automotive part, I think. Well, I got it in. It wasn't pretty, but it's not going to come out. It's down there now. So now I can put this guy in. Bring it up, and back, and then I've got, let me reset up, show you the mirrors. One of the things I wanted to do was address this kind of, the slots and stuff. So I got some rubber washers and then a fender washer to go over the top of it. And there's a little bit of a gap, and it's a thick washer, so I'll be able to, when I put the mirror in, I'll be able to press it down. But it's got an overlap over here. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to, trim this off or just let it be. I think I'll just let it be for the moment, and then if it gets in the way, I'll take it off. But right now I wanted something to cover all these slots and stuff. It's more visible on the other side. So. And then this is on the left-hand side, and I got my mirror here. Chinese. I'll zoom back on this a little later when I get them in. But I tried to find stuff around locally. Some of my motorcycle shops that had mirrors, but they were all 10 millimeter. So. And then I think I'll back that out one term, and then I can get a wrench down here, and it's got a little bit of cap that goes over it. But there's that. And it gives me a nice little bit of, I don't know whether this is going to flap around or not, but it's hard to say whether the gaps would have been worse. I could have gotten a bigger washer, but then it would have been the hard edge out here where my thumb was. Now it's just a rubber edge. So, I mean, it's not like it's factory, unless I can find factory mirrors at some date. Well, there are the mirrors on the Scoot. They don't look too bad. It looks like some sort of, I don't know, insect going down the road. And it was United Express Distribution, I guess is the company. Chinese, they were $17 including shipping, no tax. Chinese, their local place comes out of Georgia. I don't know if they're mailed out of Georgia or not, maybe. They came within like 5 days, something like that. I thought I was going to have to walk down to the mailbox, but it came in this box, and somehow the mail lady had got it stuffed into my locking mailbox. I guess it was reef it in there and get it in. So let me go ahead and see if I can, how I'm going to adjust these. I may run it outside just to get a better idea of what's behind me. So, well, I'm happy with the mirrors. I'm just out for a short ride down the street without my helmet or my wallet, but yeah, what the hell. I was amazed too. I just started outside. So I want to start, and then I saw the side stand switch on. I'm glad it has that light. I wish it had one for the kill switch last week. So, come back later. Well, the nice thing about YouTube and the internet is you get to contact different people around the world. And a viewer sent me a comment telling me where that plate went. And right now it's outside drying. I'm going to paint it and put it back in again, but let me take the camera off and I'll show you. It goes down around the tail light assembly there. And I would have never thought that in the world, but it does strengthen that little bit in there. Let me take it off and show you. It goes, there's a hole right here, and then there's the matching one over here. Where that plate goes across, and it gives this thing some extra strength, probably for when you fall down and go boom, and strengthen up the tail, because there's just a few things here. What do we got here? Oh! So I'll put that in when I get the paint dries. Well, I was wondering where my leak, I got a leak on the back tire. Front tire holds air, but so I used some of my lubricating juice I got with my Cycle Hill tire changer, and so I was spraying it around the rim, and I got this one spot there. You can see where the bubbleation is coming out. Everything else is fine until you get the bubbles there. So it's coming out. Where the hell did the rim go? That's right in here. I put a mark on the rim to check it, see how it goes. But I need to get new tires. These things are too old. But well, one of the things I wanted to fix was this vent hose coming out of the gearbox down here was just kind of flopping around. Whatever there had been here on these two things is gone. So I had one of these old cabinet tie downs left over from a long time ago, so I wiped down the airbox housing with alcohol and then pulled it off and stick it on. But I also put a stainless steel screw, a number 6 by half, in behind into the airbox, so keep it permanent. So that's one less thing to have to worry about. I have it back in place again, and it looks a lot better being painted than the way it was. So, and it adds a lot of strength to the two tail light assembly there. Keep them from wiggling around, and it gives the whole tail some strength. So, thank you, Flavio, for the heads up.